even compared it to the casing as sausage. So it's interchangeable. You can say case, you could say casing. There's no law to do it either way. Very interesting that somebody would focus on that, like me. Katherine, Miguel. So Miguel, I see where he's going now with the use of the guns and where the cases were found. Not all that inconsistent, really. He's saying it is with the prosecution. But what's your thought on this tact?
Well, once again, as I mentioned earlier, I don't think it deviates that much from the prosecution's argument. And the jury is probably just thinking, well, this is just a well-planned conspiracy between Randolph and Miller. And so I think there's not much that the defense, even though I got to be honest, the delivery is actually really good of his opening argument. I just don't think it really gives the jury much, ammunition to think that the prosecution isn't right in this case.
Yeah, I think, Katherine, I do agree he's doing a good job. I think that the prosecution had a little more flair because of the audiovisual aids, and I always think that is tremendous. But I think he's doing a good job. It's all off the cuff. He's probably checking notes, but it's all very conversational. That's great. But to Miguel's point, you got to have something you can rely on here to sell this jury, and I think the argument is just weaker.
I agree. And everything that he's saying, yes, it's plausible because they know each other. And the prosecutor's opening statement actually said that they knew each other. So if I was a juror, I'm going to think, obviously he knows about the paint, or he's aware where things are, or that there would be a gun behind that clock. So everything seems plausible, but not really showing that Miller could have been the only person who did it. I have to agree with you. When he said case and casing, I went through that rabbit hole too in my head, and I stopped listening a bit and got distracted.
Yeah, I mean, he is adamant, do not mispronounce the name of that part of the bullet. That's not the bullet, and there's the case, and there is no casing. Okay, so, I mean, we'll see how this plays out. I do think that he's got to do more in the time that he's got left, so let's take a quick break. We'll get back to more of the defense opening in the Randolph case.